Well, first it was the 1st of April, we were up here and it was cold. Now it's the 1st of May and it's cold. Not as cold. This time we launched at Dunstaffnage Marina because we wanted to gain a bit of distance north because of the we're going to get wind from the north for probably several days. We want to get up the Sound of Mull if we can. But it's actually not that bad at the moment. We've only got a force 3, so it's reasonably comfortable. Dunstaffnage Marina is back over that way, and we've got Oban down there. We're hopefully going to tack down the south end of Lismore Isle, which is over that way, and see where we get to. Into the Sound of Mull now. Funny day, we've had reefs in, reefs out, rough, tide races. It's been quite eventful so far. We're glad to get in. It's probably about 5:30 now. We've been up for 12 hours. Time to get in, get a meal on. Morning. We've just left a slightly damp Loch to early morning, catch the tide up the Sound of Mull, heading for Tobermory today. Quite a difficult sail yesterday, a bit frustrating, wind up and down, but seems a bit steadier today, still beating. Unfortunately we've got the tide with us, so that's not too bad. And we're nice and warm, although it's not particularly warm weather. Good, yeah, enjoy it. Well, you may want to guess where we are now. It should just about pick it up on the video. Motoring. We had a little incident. We're just going to put a reef in and the main halyard snapped, and we just watched before we could get the mast down. We went across and dropped anchor in a little bay before we could get the tail of the halyard back from the top of the mast. It disappeared inside, So we've moved it on to Tobermory, where we think we can get it sorted. An inconvenience rather than a disaster. Still a bit chilly though. Well, it's Sunday morning. So Friday we had a beat up to Loch. Saturday we decided we'd get to Tobermory. Halfway, unfortunately, we had the main halyard snapped. But we were more than halfway, so we decided to carry on motor to Loch where we could sort it out, which we have done. What we've done is just rigged an external main halyard for now. But it's now Sunday morning and we're unfortunately not going to make it round the west of Mull. The forecast for the rest of the week after today is really light winds and it's a long way round, and we're a little bit concerned about getting back. So we're heading back down the Sound of Mull and we're going to possibly have a look at an anchorage that we found on Lismore, and if not, we'll go exactly where we please. Well, we've dropped the lunchbox. One of the most frustrating sails I've ever had down the Sound of Mull. Started off with a lovely sort of north-northeasterly downwind, sat on the floor of the boat, and it messed about, and we were tacking without turning the boat, and ended up with a sort of force 3 reef into a force 4 easterly, which was nothing like that was forecast. We're anchored in the little bay right down the bottom end of Sound of Mull, but we're probably going to go back to Loch and spend the night, because the forecast is so unpredictable at the moment that I think we need some shelter. Yeah, it's only sort of about 4 miles back to Loch. It's downwind, so it's easy sailing. Best thing, it's beautiful weather though, gorgeous sunny weather. It's chilly. We've got a fair bit of clothing on. It's like winter dinghy cruising at the moment, but luckily it's dry, sunny, so were it raining and wet I think it wouldn't be feasible, but as it is, we're coping. John relaxing in the warm sunshine. There you perhaps be able to just about make out. We've rigged an external halyard on a little faux pas. It's worked very well actually.
Sunshine, light wind, flat water. This is what it's all about. Fabulous.
Just left the pontoons at Loch, sailed off obviously. Not sure where we're going. but it's definitely somewhere. See what the wind's doing. We've just picked up a buoy for lunch, but what a lovely spot. We're right down the southern end of the Sound of Mull, and there's a little bay there, and you'll see there's a little bothy, but a cracking spot. Just a little exposed to the south, I suppose, but you could even spend a night here. Settled conditions, stony beach, but and the bottom is a little bit stony, so not brilliant holding, but what a spot. Tuesday morning, it's about 8:30, 20 past 8, sailing for about 20 minutes. Spent the night in Loch last night, so we thought this morning on the rising tide we'd explore up the Loch in this really gentle wind. But what a fabulous place. There's a few buoys which we think are probably channel markers, but the channel carries on. We've come from down that way, but plenty of shelter in here, using navionics to navigate our way up. And how useful is that? Shows exactly where we are in relation to the channel.
This is hard.
It's bloody cold. We're in Loch Feochan. Bit of tide flowing in still, but there's a lot of water in here. We did try tying up against the edge of the rocks over there, but it was too difficult. But we got a good feast. That's John's lunchbox with all his stuff in, so we've got plenty of healthy stuff. Morning. It's Wednesday morning. It's our last day of sailing, unfortunately. We spent the night in Pordoran last night. Very quiet, very pleasant, good holding in about bottom of the tide, about 2 foot 18 inches of water, so it's really comfortable. Just got northwesterly now, wind's about northwesterly, so it's about 5 knots I should think, and yet that's giving us 2.7, 2.8 knots in the right direction. We're just approaching the south end of Kerrera, and we're going to tack around Kerrera and then head off east of north. This forecast that we've had of, you've got to take them very much with a pinch of salt. It seemed to have settled into a pattern of virtually no wind in the morning and then picks up gradually during the day. The forecast today is 7 knots, 9 knots by about tea time, but we should be anchored by then anyway. But what lovely, lovely conditions, flat seas and beautiful nice weather and superb scenery. Been a good trip. Making the most of the sun as well. Solar panels out charging. Wind's gone right round southwesterly, which means we now got the kite up. Absolutely fabulous.